It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
It seems I've been missing from the scene, but I'm always coming right back. In the city, just a couple niggas with me, cause I know I gotta watch my back. And I'ma be the realest when the dog falls out. And I'ma still be standing when the sky fall out. They say it's gang gang till it's time to roll out. But when them things bang, where them niggas at now? Real nigga for life. They thought I disconnected from my essence, huh? Rocking shades, but never blocking my blessings, Come from a place where it's dreary like fatal fury. The hardest fight that you face is a jury. We never worried, nigga. Ain't seen a marriage providers coming, we grown for it. Gun smoking, new pause. Death and stuff in new force. True gore, blue tour, shooting at your coupe door. Niggas catch a body, then rap about it on TuneCore. That's why I'm distant in my DMs. Rappers trying to be friends, but I don't think to me sin. I've been on some business building LinkedIn. Signature like in stores. Won't even touch your fucking track without an invoice. Develop habits to elevate in my brackets. I notice most of my peers to get comfortable being stagnant over 10 years. Trying to plant my feet in the ground, but not a taste of victory is about as sweet as it sound. Yeah.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdown. So hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday evening going into the, Sunday evening, fuck it. What's going on, beautiful G and his new song 2004, right? Which I've seen a lot of people talking about. I haven't heard the entire record, but I did hear a snippet of it. I do kind of have an idea of the contents of the song because I've been seeing people saying that this is the most powerful YG song that they've heard. This could be a contender for one of those, really impactful records in hip hop. Speaking on trauma and things of that nature, I do know that he talks about some level of being taken advantage of when he was a kid by an older woman, but I do not know the record. I have not heard the entire record, but again, I've been seeing some chatter about what he's talking about, so I'm gonna play it. Those of y'all should know, you got to join the Patreon to get the full reaction to this video because of copyright constraints here on YouTube. But nonetheless, we're gonna listen to it. We're gonna pull up the lyrics. We're going to get our reactions, and I'll try to retain as much comprehensible information from my own reactions as possible in the YouTube version of this video, all right? Let me go ahead and put myself in the corner. We'll pull up the song, and let's just see what we working with here, man. I'm going to go ahead and say that beat hard. I like that beat. Damn near sound like my nigga Cuddy Fresh. I don't think he produced this, but that shit hard from the jump. I will rap on this fucking beat. But let me play this bit some more.
When I was young, I got raped by bitches twice my age.
All right, he wastes no time getting to it. When he was a teenager, he comes right out and says it in a therapy session in a music video. He was SA'd at a young age, you know what I'm saying, by a woman twice his age, as a matter of fact. Whew. All right, it's going to be a lot to unpack here. These are the stories we don't hear as much. And this isn't like no Boosie situation, I don't think, where it's like you got forced to do it by the older homies. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know. Fucked up in some more. I'm so used to fucked up, I get fucked up at the show.
I'm so used to fucked up, I get fucked up at the show. So now we're talking about addictions and fucking alcoholism and shit like that, where it's like, I'm so used to being fucked up in my life that I take that and get fucked up at the show. You know what I'm saying? Or even outside the show, at the party, at the function, at the wherever, everywhere, every opportunity I get, I'm getting fucked up.
How fucked up could it go? Nipsey left me like how Biggie left Hov.
Damn, am I gonna be pausing every bar on this shit? That nigga said Nipsey left me like Biggie left Hov. Wow. That's a fact, though. You know what I'm saying? It's well documented that YG and Nipsey were close. They were tight. They had a good bond going. They had a good thing. Last time that I checked was a fucking blapper, to use West Coast lingo. You feel me? Would have loved to hear what more they had. They also had the FDT joint going crazy. You know, there was so much more that they would have had in store as a duo. But just like Biggie passed and left Jay-Z here, unfortunately, same thing happened with Nipsey. I'm not mad at this record. Vulnerable YG is actually my favorite. That's why I liked My Crazy Life when it came out compared to other stuff he's dropped.
Shit really fucking with my psycho. My little bitch lost her life in lipo. They tell me don't worry.
He said his little chick lost her life to lipo. God damn, this nigga going. And here come Buddy with his shit. I love Buddy, man. He don't get enough credit either.
Yeah, that's when I bust my first nut. Young nigga with his dick all in a grown up.
So he lost his virginity to a grown woman. So now he's going more in detail about this story. And you see we have a young YG here, an actor playing his role. And they're kind of getting into the specifics, which, although it's acting, it does get a little uncomfortable watching this as we know what they're trying to portray here in the video. But again, he's going in detail about his experience here. Wow. And let's just go ahead and say this woman that was twice her age, she need her motherfucking ass whipped. We'll just say that for the YouTube version. But really, more should have happened. You know what I'm saying? The way that we talk about male PDFs, we need to enforce that same shame, activity, all that shit on the women that do this shit too. Like they don't get weighed in the same hemisphere enough for me. But we'll continue with the song.
With the shits and real quick, how I growed up. Got took advantage of and I liked it, so what?
Got took advantage of and I liked it, so what? And that's the other part of the story, right? In many cases, young men, teenage boys, they feel like it's glorious. You know what I'm saying? Like when we young, we kind of aspire. We look at our teachers. I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know no better. Look at some of our teachers and it's like, man, that would be a stripe. You know what I'm saying? You get one of these good looking teachers, you know what I'm saying? She smile at you, tell you do a good job. You like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. So the thought process is different when it's kind of like something you feel like you want to do. You don't really know that you, and that's not to say that there's no young girls that are in that position too, but the shit is still fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? But this is how he's describing it. Clearly, this is something that he enjoyed, but he didn't understand what was really going on.
So just think before the next time you start asking, why is you like that? Why is you savage? Why?
So now he's going in the current day and he said, think twice before you ask me about my fucked up relationships. Why I don't have no long-term bonds with women. Why I'm not fully cognizant of what it's like to have a real true relationship. Why they not long lasting? Why am I so savage? Why I don't have no passion? You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't properly taught how to have a healthy, functional dynamic with women. You know what I'm saying? And his earliest experience with intimacy with a woman was with a grown-ass woman who clearly was exploiting the power dynamic between himself and her. So more than likely, as his psyche grew, there was probably some level of resentment towards women that even he didn't fully process, and that's not to discount any mistreatment that he's dished out to women in his adult life, because we don't excuse that shit. You know what I'm saying? but just humanizing the story as he's telling it in the song.
The hoe was 30 years old, and I never told. Was dating her niece when this happened. It was swearing on my soul.
I done lost my goddamn place trying to pause this shit. He said he was dating a niece, and then he ended up with the auntie. Ain't this about a bitch? So he thought he was big pimping, not noticing he was actually getting pimped low key, high key.
I knew this wasn't regular ass. I grew up. She told me eat her ass. After that, I threw up. Ooh, can't believe I had my face in the butt.
Ah, hell nah, YG. Tell me you lying. Tell me you doing this for fucking. Tell me you doing this for creative license. Tell me this is hyperbole, as they've been trying to tell us to say. Hyperbole. Tell me this is exaggerated. Oh boy, he showed the young nigga going to the bathroom, throwing up after eating a grown woman booty. This is craziness now. I told you, I only heard a snippet of this shit. I didn't know where it was gonna go. What the fuck? That's a traumatic experience for sure. Especially when you look at you gotta go back in time before the groceries was even like a popular thing. And to have a grown woman tell you to do that and force you to do that and make you, and you don't even know what the fuck going on. You barely even getting accustomed to the abuse. And then she say, yeah, now do this. Oh, hell no. Whoa. It's a lot to unpack here. I don't even think I'm qualified to unpack it, to be honest. Oh, babe. Wow. And basically, if you go by the lyrics, he said that was when he had enough. So when he was forced to engage in that act, that was the end of it. That was the straw that broke the camel back. He washed his face and left her house, and I guess never went back, you know. Wow. YG with 2004. So I guess that was the year all of this took place. Disturbing. But yet the beat was hard. Buddy and the what's the group singing in the background? The Gang, Buddy and the Gang. They sounded good on the record. But the content is very polarizing, man. It's not something that I think I'm gonna listen to again. Although I love the beat, I love the hook. I just couldn't see myself cutting this back on. I hope outside of making this song that YG actually did seek therapy, speak to a professional about how to unpack all of this and how to cope with that experience, especially if you're coming out rapping about it 20 years later and trying to, you know, let us know that this was a traumatic experience, even though you didn't truly understand it at the time. Wow, that's fucked up though. But yeah, that whoever that lady was, she need to be found to this motherfucking day. She still need to serve her motherfucking prison time. She need to be shipped off. The fuck? Need to send her ass to Oz. But yeah, man. Peace to YG for sharing, for being candid about it, being transparent, not being ashamed, because you know a lot of people are ashamed to talk about hurtful experiences in the past, especially things that run that deep. Especially as men, we don't really have a lot of places and outlets to voice these types of things because it does get seen as funny. It does get seen as, nah, man, nothing bad happened to you. You was in a privileged position. That was, shit, you lucky. You know what I mean? That's how a lot of people would deal with it. I can only imagine what some of the comments on this video may be like once we get folks that see this. But hey man, from J Nolan, that shit ain't okay. That shit ain't okay. And you should want to protect your kids from some shit like that happening to them. If you're teaching them that that's the right way, if you're one of those parents that are, sending your kid into the bedroom with a grown up for their first sexual experience, like the Boosies of the world, that shit's not okay. You deserve to be jailed. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. What they did, what Baby and them did to Wayne, that shit ain't okay. I believe Wayne turned around and did that shit to Lil Twist, or at least he said he was going to. That shit ain't okay. And I know it's more common than we like to speak about in our communities. That shit is never okay. All right? So, if won't nobody else say it, I will. I mean, I wear this dad gang shit on my hat for a reason, you know what I'm saying? As a new father with the son, like, we got to be responsible. We got to be, it falls back on us. What they get, what they don't get, you know, the things that they learn, what they don't learn, what's right, what's wrong, consent, voicing their actual feelings of whether or not they like something. A lot of people don't feel like children should have a voice. That shit, nah. Your child should be able to say, I'm uncomfortable. And they should be extremely comfortable to tell you, I'm uncomfortable, or this person makes me uncomfortable, or this person tried some shit with me. You know what I'm saying? Ah, boy. I'm not going to keep talking about this, though. Because now I'm at a point where I want to move on. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to the actress Tasha Smith, who's been around for a very long time in Hollywood, in the entertainment industry, for playing the role of the therapist in that video. Salute to her for being a part of it, for working with YG to even, help him get this story out, get his vision out. Because some people would rather not. Like, I don't even want to be in the video. I don't even want to touch nothing sensitive like that. So I salute her for even being in the video. But let me know what y'all think of this YG 2004 record, the message behind it, and the overall discussion of the subject. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Hopefully we can lighten the mood up a little bit on the next one. All right? Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.